Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Manufactio. This is going to be episode 74. Last episode, we did a little bit of a walk around in the base general area, and we did a little bit of fooling around with the, well, I should say logistics drones, the pneumatic craft drones, and he has since worked through at least that bin of stuff and loot crates and whatnot, and I've had to set up a few filters to kind of help him out a little bit. Let's get up here and take a look. This is mostly so far what he's been putting in here as far as other things and stuff and what we're getting. We're also getting a whole lot of enchanted books. I've already dumped an inventory's worth out of this chest into one of those guys. And the reason why I'm doing that is because this is another way that you can get certain things like unbreaking and, you know, things like, where is it? The airtight seals can come out of there as well. So it's there. I know they're a royal pain in the butt to deal with, but I have a really good chance of getting like 7 or 8 more airtight seal books out of that, plus a whole bunch more other things. And we are slowly working our way down from the 200 and however many of the patient bags that we had, just because of this monster doing what it needs to do. Once that number gets down a little bit lower, I will be reducing the size of that structure, just because those item ducts are taking up quite a bit of time on my computer. So I do kind of want to be, you know, somewhat cognizant of what we're doing. Kind of sitting here staring at the thing. We had one of those wonderfully big raids right before we started, and I kind of recorded it, and we may put it into the system or put it into the video a little bit later. But part of the raid, and I don't know whether this is something that was going on, but part of the raid was I was still having a massive amount of TPS drop, and I couldn't figure out why I had a massive amount of TPS drop. And I went looking, and we had a horde or 5 underneath the base, which I had to go dispatch. I used up a lot of ammo to do that, plus a whole bunch of nuclear power cells and a whole bunch of glowstone nooks, because they were doing the thing that, you know, they always do, which is dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and stuff. So the digging problem is still a thing, because they're still spawning way, way, way out far and walking in. I know the distance has been reduced, but the problem is when you have a horde of zombies that spawn outside of the walk-in range, they just stay there because almost all of them have pickaxes. So it is a kind of a thing that you kind of need to pay attention to occasionally, because those guys are just going to hang out. They're not going to go anywhere. They're just going to spawn and sit there because they are holding something. They're holding a pickaxe, or they're holding a piece of rock or something. So that is a kind of a problem that I just found. I mean, I literally found a zombie from the days when we were getting zombies that had, you know, 1,024 health over. Let's see if we can get over here in a reasonable amount of time. There's a cave entrance right there, and I ended up being clear over underneath. There's a little, where is it? That thing. I was clear underneath that thing over here, so that's outside the range of where technically they should be able to walk in. So he's going to sit out here and just chill out and not do anything. It had 1,000 health, it had a pickaxe, and it was not going anywhere. So yeah, I kind of did a little bit of a cleanup, got downstairs, and just, yeah, but just, you know, part of the fun of playing in, you know, between many different updates and part of the other things that go on. So slowly getting rid of a lot of this stuff and slowly getting rid of back to kind of normalcy. But yeah, TPS for me was crappy because I had about 100 mobs just chilling out over there. So let's see, I need to remake a little bit of my ammo just very, very quickly while we talk about what we're going to do today. So I have been prepping, again, like I said several times, for the space station that we're going to be building, and I keep saying that because I need to do it, and I just haven't gotten around to start doing the actual build. The actual build is probably going to take a good amount of time off camera for me, because it's going to be pretty sizable. I'm kind of trying to keep it somewhat secretive what we're doing. Where is my thing? Where is my thing? That thing. How much thing do we have in the thing? Good. Tech guns. Why must you be so loud? I had that fixed at one point too, and then, you know, things changed. But anyhow, so we're going to be playing with that. But what we're going to actually work on today is part of the Space and Beyond, or part of be able to even make it worth my time to build a reasonably decent sized space station, is because we need to be able to do something like this. We need to be able to fill the thing full of oxygen. Whoop, I didn't want to hit that button. We want to be able to have possible gravity control just so that we're not floating around on the inside of it. And we need to have a warp drive. And a warp drive is going to allow us to go between various areas. And I kind of want all of those plus maybe the orbital laser drill just for fun. Where is it? This thing. Maybe just for fun. So the next two ones are going to be railguns and space elevators. The four that I want right now are going to be these guys. So let's get that put away in our inventory. And let's go take a look over here. In between episodes, a while ago, I know I probably said this, I set up a laboratory to just run anomaly science. So I now have plenty of anomaly science to do what we need to do for things. So there's definitely a couple of things that I want to do first. One of which is finish this one. So that means we need 100 of each. So let's just hit that twice and go downstairs. I should just actually, where is my wrench? Grab that thing. Grab this. It can sit there and run for a minute. Okay. Down. We'll put you over here. I really need to hook it into the system, but it's like I didn't build this even, so odd, whatever. What do we have in here? We have a little bit of challenge research, and that should be good to go there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What else does it need? I know it's those three. Yeah. Yay! Last tool belt. Put those away for now. And nom 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 nom. That gets us 2 more slots. Wow, that's a big inventory. Nice. I should have done that a long time ago. Once you get past the purple, or I should say even the gray belt. The gray belt's a lot of space. I mean, those are what, 4 extra rows of inventory. So now we have lots of inventory. So done with that one. Let's go do Space and Beyond. I want to look at the oxygen control and the warp drive. So oxygen control is oxygen. Oxygen. You can speak. Basically what this is going to do is we're going to be able to fill the entirety of the inside of that thing, hopefully, with oxygen and be able to breathe without having to deal with losing oxygen in our tanks. Now, we do have this fancy armor with the airtight seal on it, so it's not a humongous problem if it doesn't work, but I do want the idea. So we need 200 of those. Right? Thank you. Detect, submit, claim. Excellent. So, and like I say, that should also help us. That'll give us the CO2 scrubber, will allow us to be able to kind of take care of that problem as well. So, next step is the warp drive, and that's going to take a lot of that. So, we'll just go ahead and do this. Detect, is that enough? No. This is going to be enough. Yes. Okay, cool. And we need to start down on that. That's an interesting number. Detect. Detect. That's the reds. And detect. Damn me some more. I thought I had enough. We'll just do this. 17. Detect. Cool. Put these away. Hey, mouse. Scroll. Thank you. I need to clean my mouse. Scroll wheel's not working again. Click, 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 click. And finally, done. Space station now has the ability to, once we set everything up, we'll have the ability to fly to the different planets that are also available, plus all of the other fun stuff that goes on with advanced rocketry. So let's see what that did for us. So that should have opened up area gravity control. That's 200 of all of that stuff. So 200 red, green, blue, yellow, and anomaly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that one. Yeah. Done. Cool. Ding, ding, ding. And that, and that, and that. What else do we have? Gravity controller is a machine that will be used to manipulate gravity within a certain radius in exchange for energy. The gravity controller can also affect the direction of gravity. When activated, it does have a warm-up and cool-down time, so effects are not immediate. That will mean we won't float around like we normally do when we're in, the on one of the moons or something like that. We won't be floating around like little fools. We'll just be able to kind of control that a little bit. So, all right, gravity control, orbital laser drill. We will play with this. Probably coordinates can be specified within the GUI. The problem with the orbital laser drill is if you're not really careful with it, you can mine out your own base. So we won't be playing with the orbital laser drill in this dimension, so to speak. We will be doing it on one of the other dimensions. Like we might take the thing over to one of the moons and mine out all of the osmium and all of the other stuff that we have, or depending on, I might take it over to the one that has all the crystals and mine a bunch of crystals out. Oh, you need to get in there. But, all right, so now we lit the base off. Everything's going to go nuts. Plenty of stuff, nice and loud. Let's go over here. And everything's going to start taking off and go to work, which is fine because we have things to build. Oop, I don't want that. I want this. So oxygen vent is going to be relatively simple. Okay, steel fan and a bunch of iron bars and a tank, which I need to make a bunch of rods. I need to make a few of these. Hello, mouse, come here. Let's make about 10 of those. And we should actually be able to test this today because I should be able to build a small enclosure up there at least to kind of work in. Do that, and that. Get one of these. Oxygen thing. Oxygen vent. Wonderful. Cool. So basically what we do with this guy is we stick him up there and he give him a little bit of power and pump oxygen into it, and it will put, oxygen into the area that we're in. So what we're going to need now, I need to go get a tank. And do I have a tank that probably has something in it right now? No. I need to dump some of these tanks. I've got so many tanks. Can I just do this? And where is my configurator? Click. Cool. Nice. And I bet I just threw it in the trash can. You sucker. Dang it. I have a lot of them. It's not like it's a huge deal. I guess I should just grab that one for now because we'll probably use it once we get up there. Let's go fill this up full of oxygen while we work on the next little bit of things. So, I actually need to come over here because I turned my miner for osmium back on, and we're doing pretty good. Good deal. Okay. I need you, sir, to fill that tank up. Now, what we're probably going to do while we're sitting here staring at this is this system that creates oxygen is fairly slow, and it's going to require us to make a lot of oxygen fairly quickly. So this electrolytic separator can actually work quite a bit faster than this thing can. So I think what we're probably going to do is we're going to start utilizing this base area finally. So I think in this corner we're going to build several of these, whatever you call this thing. What is it called? A purifier? We're going to build quite a few of those purifiers, and we're going to start building a lot of oxygen, or at least storing a lot of oxygen, and then we're going to have a quantum entangloporter kind of thing. Yeah, see how slow that is? Yeah, we may end up having to definitely build some more of these just to be able to supply enough oxygen, but we'll have a quantum entangloporter channel that is going to be specifically for oxygen and possibly rocket fuel, because when we do go to these planets that we have, or these other moons or whatever else that we've got, we're going to need to be able to get down to the planets, so we're going to still have to use our rocket to get there. So we are going to need a little bit of rocket fuel over time. So while that thing is doing that, let's look at the warp drive. Warp controller, warp core. That is relatively doable. done. And warp controller. Ooh, that's going to be one of those expensive ones. We need a user interface, which I'm not crafting, and one of those. Can we make one of those right now? We can. Good deal. Go. I need a low density structure, which we are not crafting. So just make one. And that just goes over to one of these assemblers over here, which should be, I think, this one. Somewhere. Yeah, it's right there. He'll make that for us shortly, once the plates are made. Come on. It's going to take a minute, because it's got to press out 20 plates to make 4 of them. We are pressing plates. I hope we're making plates. Are you done? Did you do your job? Maybe? Yeah, hopefully. Hello. Are we done? Yes, we are. All right, cool. While I'm at that, go ahead and make, just in case, go ahead and make like 20 more of those. Cool. Ah, nope, shoot. I needed a warp drive controller. Warp drive controller. Thank you very much. And that should go like this. And this is going to be how we tell where we need to go and what we need as far as fuel. Fuel is going to be produced in, it's been a long, like I said, long time since I've played with the warp cores and various things like that. So, but we are going to have to process the, very cool, search for planet program from chip, artifacts. Okay. But yeah, that's going to be something we're going to play with eventually. Not today. We're not going to plan on moving that base up there anytime soon. What I do want to do is, for right now, I want to kind of build a little bit of a platform out so that we can kind of play around with things. So let's get a bit of glass. Let's see, glass, couple, I don't know, about 10 stacks of it. That's probably way too much. Let's just do this. And I want to go grab this right now. Thank you. Oh, and let's go see how much oxygen we have for the minute. Running back and forth episodes. Love them. Where did we go? You're still doing good. All right, so you've made... That should be enough to play with for a little bit. Run back over here. I really need to just go put a one of these in that building over there, but whatever. So let's go to the station, dial once, and hopefully we don't fall off of things when we go into it, because I haven't been back since we built it, or at least sent it up. Okay, cool. So what I should be able to do now is I should be able to, for one, I want to put this bin down. And I want to just, I guess, grab a whole bunch of glass for now. This is going to be incredibly, completely, totally temporary. Magnet on. Hey, on. Hello. Come here. I'm here. Okay, let's get a couple of blocks out of here and just build us a very down and dirty little bitty thing to play with. Very down and dirty little thing to play with. We'll do some grinder. I think I'm going to want it. And we'll go one more. Building on camera is always fun, especially when you're just going to build a box, because that's all I'm going to build right now. Little bitty area for us to be able to live in while we build the big monster that I've got planned for. So, Let's do that. Is this a 9x9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, it's not. Good. I was going to say, make Direwolf proud. And where's my fancy little tool building gadget? And we're going to pick a glass that is reasonably clear. And do this with that. And what is this thing set to? G, it is set to surface. No, I want to build to me. And I want to do about like that. Thank you. That, and that. That should have filled the roof in. That should be also this wall. Everybody's good there. Okay. Let's see. Can we do... Scoot up a little bit. There you go. No, I don't want that one. There. Oop. Dang it. You. Undo it. I just lost all that glass, but that's fine. Are you good? Click, 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 click. And then we're going to come inside. We don't have enough of the pretty glass. I need a little bit of, what did we do? Gray bordered? That one. Okay. All right. Down. No, don't throw it. Seriously. Put that down. Put that down. So we should have an enclosed hole at this point. And the problem is going to be that we're going to need the power out of that thing to run this. So let's grab a few tools. Tools. Where is the redstone? I don't know if this structure is going to work because I do know that it is a little bit funky with various things. But we're going to stick that in the middle of the way for right now. And for that matter, I'm going to put you guys down right there and right there just to get out of my inventory. And an oxygen vent. He's got power. Oxygen trace. Can you tell me what I get to see? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing the area that it can actually do. Red control disabled. Inverted, normal, disabled. Okay. Where is this? And where is my configurator? For those of you that don't know, if you take this and set it to configurate something or whatever, configurate fluids, and you just click on it with this, it turns it into an auto output on the function of these tanks. So, can you tell me where you're doing it? So it's working. Sweet. Awesome. No gear on, no nothing. We have oxygen in here for now. I know it's kind of loud. We'll have to deal with that problem. But I'm going to put my gear back on because I don't know how long that's going to last. It seems to eat through it pretty quickly. So that's what I was kind of wanting to see, was how quickly it was going to eat up the oxygen so that I know how much oxygen I have to build. And it gets more. It uses more based on the size of the thing that you plan on building. So at least that worked for right now. Can I have my thing back, please? I'm going to put you over here, and I'm going to grab a box of stuff so that we can have a kind of a work chest up here for right now. I'm going to put that away, and that away, and this other piece of glass that I don't need, and for that matter, you can have that grinder. And we're going to put that away. I'm going to grab my box. Wooden storage crate, pick up that thing. And again, like I said, this is totally temporary. This is going to be our outer space workshop for basic reasons of various things. Yeah, I know I need to build the whole core and everything. That's the problem, is the warp core is a different structure. We're going to build a specific room for that. No, I don't want to do that. Scroll. No, how do you make these work? I forget now. It's been a while. Hey. There we go. Warp core, warp core, warp core, warp core should be right here, and it's going to tell me all of the wonderful fancy things I need. So I'm going to need a warp core, block of gold, machine structure, input hatch, titanium blocks. Ouch. Okay. But there we go. That does that. Yeah, we're already out of oxygen, so that's kind of what I was wanting to see, is how long that was going to last. Which that wasn't very long. All right, let's go back to the base. That's going to wear itself out. So base, dial once. I thought I said the base. I don't want to go here. Base. Base, 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 base. Dial once. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Another thing that we did do was the gravity controller, which I really kind of want this one. So it's another warp core and a gravity controller, which means one of these, which I need to make a whole bunch of those plates. So craft a bunch more of those, please. And that should at least make it a little bit easier on some of the things to try to be able to craft various things. So, gravity controller. Can I get? Yes, I can. And I'm assuming all you are is another little block, or am I going to have to do something about this one? Where is my thing? I haven't, like I said, this is one of those I have not played with it in a really long time kind of thing. Is there a area gravity controller? You need creative power plug and 4 advanced machine structures. We can probably do that. That might just hurt a little bit. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. I knew that was going to happen. I need, what, 2? Yeah, a bunch more stuff. Go ahead, craft 20 of those again. That's going to take a second because we're going to need to do the other things as well. And I need at least, hey, don't do that. I want, quit moving. I need those. Thank you. So you need one of those, plus we need a bunch of low density structures. So low density structures, go ahead and again, craft 20 of them. That's going to take another couple of minutes. I didn't know that was a multi-block. That's cool. We need a power plug, power plug, power plug. You should be able to craft one of those. Yes. Cool. There's that part. And again, we're going to be waiting on those to get crafted. I just wish that was a little faster sometimes. Come on. All I need is for you, please. Guess I'll have a drink of coffee while I wait on it. Come on. Click, click, click. We're not sitting here. We ain't got all day. So impatient. There we go. Okay. We need one of those. Can I get that to come up? No. I'm going to have to do a machine. Advanced machine structure. One of those. One more. 4 of these. Go. And I grab those. That's good. So that should be everything this needs. Let's take this over here and see how much of a bear this is going to be. That's a pretty good size structure. Is that the plug? That's the... Oh, wow, that's going to be a pain. Okay, well, let's go back up there. And... shoot. Do we have wall stuff? Let me see. Let me see. I forget what it's called. Wall... What is... Who makes this? This is that one. So, at VL or VUL. There is a wall power output plug, power fluid input plug. I'm gonna have to search it up. I'm pretty sure there's a way to be able to get certain things through the wall of this kind of stuff, although I think we're probably not gonna need it. So let's go back to the station, dial once. Seriously. Station, dial once. Ding ding. All right. So we're done with that. That is no longer functional. It's out of oxygen. That's fine. So we needed to do something like this. Shut up. Okay. So power plug goes in the bottom. That sucks. I wonder if this actually seals. So if I do that, and I put the power plug down, and I put this here, and I do that, that's cool looking. Very cool looking. All right, well, we have a little bit of power. I wonder how much power it takes. Let's do the safe thing. We're just going to go grab the redstone box, and we're going to grab the best flux ducts that we have. And I need to find you, like that. And we're just going to run some dirty cable over this direction. There. I don't think this is going to seal because of that hole, which is fine. We'll deal with it as we go. Target gravity 0.15, radius of 15. Can I turn that? Wow, I wonder how much power that uses. And it's going to take a little bit of time before it warms up and goes to work. Unset, active. Why are you going up? Target direction. Target direction. Target direction. I don't know what the normal numbers are. We'll have to figure it out. Probably about there is where we want it, and maybe like that. I don't know. The numbers are the way the numbers work, so... But that will help us a little bit. The only problem is it's going to make sure that everything falls. I guess that means 1. Okay, cool. But that's a neat little guy. These large multi-block structures like this, especially the warp core and a few other things, are going to have their own little rooms, and we're probably going to have to run at least a couple of these to keep the size of the station that I want happy. I guess it's working. That was interesting. But yeah, we'll have to play around, see what happens. It's going to be a little while before that warms completely up and makes it absolutely normal. So target gravity, is it working now? No, they still kind of don't fall, do they? Bottom, add, whatever. Is it on? It is on. Cool. All right, well... We got us some parts. We got some things. We got some functional stuff. I'm going to have to go build a whole lot of oxygen production in between episodes so I can start doing this, because either way it's going to be necessary to try to save on oxygen. We do have a pretty sizable tank, and I can charge up my system, but the structure that I'm planning on building is going to be entirely enclosed. Almost every piece of it is going to be completely 100% enclosed, so we should be okay on that part, and I do believe we get airlocks. Yeah, we do get airlock doors, I think. So that's just simple little things there. So yeah, that's from the mod, airlock doors. So that'll let us get in and out of the base without having too much of a problem. So all right, guys, we're gonna call it there. I think I've gone well over what I planned on doing as far as time is concerned today, and I do need to get this out. But yeah, hopefully very, 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 very soon we're gonna start seeing some progress done on the space station, and we get to start having some fun in a few other areas too. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.